Hello and welcome to pmclounge.com. Today I have with me a special guest. His name is Prasanna. He is basically acting as a delivery lead in his present role. He has over 22 years of experience in information technology sector, and today we are going to be talking about disciplined agile. So we have with us Prasanna, who is already disciplined agile certified. Is this one certification? Is this a series of certifications? Some people call it the next big thing. So Prasanna is with us, who is going to explain and answer all these questions for you. He has been the PMI president for Chennai chapter as well. So I think no better option that we have other than having Prasanna himself. He's the best person around to explain about disciplined agile. So, Prasanna, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you so for having me. It's a pleasure.
So, let's start it off. What exactly is disciplined agile? Is this a project management methodology, a framework, or let's say yet another version of an iterative or incremental model or something like that?
It's a combination of all. If you want me to answer in short, I would say it's a combination of all. It is not a new methodology. Or it discipline agile is not trying to introduce something new. Rather, it is trying to collate all the best practices from all the other incremental methodologies. You name it, be it Scrum or Kanban or Crystal or Safe or anything. So it brings all the best practices together, and it makes it useful to applicable for any projects, be it individual project or be it at the organization level. So as I said, it is a collection of all best practices from various incremental development methodologies. If I can say further, it is more of a toolkit. It is not a framework, or it is not a methodology. So it gives you various process goals. It gives you what are all the choices that you can make, and what are all the consequences of those choices that you are going to make. And then it also advocates about improving from where you are now. So they call it as every agile has continuous improvement. In discipline agile, we have guided continuous improvement. So with this toolkit, they guide you to how, from whatever you are today, how you can go to a more suitable agile methodology, right? So if you may be using Scrum, you may be using Kanban, doesn't matter. Start with wherever you are and use this toolkit to improve further. And if you are applying it for a group of projects, fine. If you are applying it for the org level, fine. So it applies, it covers the entire uh, broad spectrum. So like any other agile methodologies, this also has principles with the customer in the middle, and it also talks about delivering the value, and it has various life cycles that address the part. And each of these life cycle has been separated into three phases, right? The first phase is in initiation or inception. The second one is construction. The third one is transition. If you see, most of the agile practices that are existing today only address the construction part. They don't actually, not many of them address the initiation or the inception part, or and the transition part after construction, where it goes in the life cycle. So
Mhm.
that part, it is not being addressed. Discipline agile addresses that through these life cycles and various methodologies that are available. So I can say, as of now, as of today, this is the only comprehensive methodology that is available for the agile way of agile or lean way of doing projects.
Is it
uh,
safe to say that this is more to do with agile than the classical project management or the waterfall SDLC model?
Yes, it is one of the agile. I mean, it is one of the agile methodologies. It is a continuous delivery, and it is also incremental delivery. So it is more of an agile one. But even if you are doing waterfall, you can start from where you are doing waterfall method and apply this toolkit and move towards the agile way of working.
Mhm.
So that's what they call it as. It is a way of working. In
Mhm.
short, wow. So the book is called Choose Your Wow.
Mhm.
So I
Okay.
hope that
All right.
answers.
So I did touch a bit on this in my introduction when I said, is this one certification or is this a series of certifications? Because when I was kind of looking around for disciplined agile, I did realize that PMI actually offers different certifications under this disciplined agile umbrella, so to say. We have DA, CDA, DALSM, which is the one that you got recently. Congratulations to
Yeah,
that. And
thank you.
yeah, I think there are about 6 certifications, right? So
Yep.
what would you like to kind of explain what these are, and is there any prerequisite as well? Do you have to clear, is there an exam you need to clear, or is there basically, just attend training and you're done with it?
No, no, you need to take an exam. Yes, as you rightly said, it is an umbrella of certifications. As of today, there are six, but this is changing. Okay, as you said, PMI and DA merged in last year, and the merger is still going on, and there are changes being done to the way you are going to be certified, and also new certifications are being introduced. So that is in the near future, maybe in a couple of months that will come, but as of now, as of today, there are six certifications that are available. So the first one obviously is certified disciplined agilist, right? So to do this, you need to do a course with the authorized training partner. The authorized training partners are listed in the PMI site and the DA site. So you need to do a course that introduces you to discipline agile concepts. While there are two options of this course, one is for those who have experience in agile, the other is for those who do not have experience in agile. So if you have experience in agile, you can do this 2-day course which only introduce you to disciplined agile, and then as a part of the course you will also get 1 year membership for disciplined agile membership free, and also a complimentary code for taking the exam, which you have to take from 30 days from the day you finish the course, right? So, as I said, it's a 2-day course if you are agile experience. It's a 4-day course if you are a non-agile experience. So, in this 4-day course, they also cover the basics of agile, basics of lean, and then 2 days for discipline agile introduction and various case studies and all that. And this can be only done by the authorized training partners of PMI. Uh, so, yeah. So once you attend the course, you take that exam. The exam is 50 questions. It's for 1 hour. Multiple choice objective type exam like any other exam. So once you clear the exam, you will be given a certificate called certified discipline agilist. Then, so that's the first level, entry level. Then you will be invited to apply for either one of these two. The first one is certified discipline agile practitioner. The second one is discipline agile lean scrum master. Okay, the difference is if you have 2 years of experience working in agile projects, then you can apply for these two. In these 2 years, if you have only worked as a team member, then you can be a discipline agile practitioner. But if you are in these 2 years you worked as a scrum master, product owner, or any other lead role,
Mhm.
then you can apply for discipline agile lean scrum master. So you have to fill up the application, and it will be, you have to, in the application you need to also give reference to the projects that you have worked on. So PMI will verify that, and then if everything is fine, they will award you this certification. So for that there is no additional exam or anything is required. You
Mhm.
just need to fill up the application. So this is the entry level or the for the first three applications or first three certifications rather. Okay, once you have either the discipline agile practitioner or the scrum master certification, then you can apply to become agile coach, discipline agile coach, or discipline agile instructor. Okay, so right now PMI is not accepting applications for these two, as they are revamping the way to apply for these two certifications, right? But otherwise you have to do one more course and one more test to get either the coach or the instructor certifications. If it is a coach, it also involves interviews from your peers, apart from clearing the exam, right?
So
But
I was
again, as
going
I
to
said,
go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, but as I said, right now PMI is not accepting any new applications for these two. In a couple of weeks, they will introduce new ways to apply and get certified for especially these two. And two new certifications are also being planned. If I'm not wrong, one is Discipline Agile DevOps. The other one is Discipline Agile Value Stream Manager. Uh, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is that.
Hmm. So that's your sneak peek into what's coming. I was going to be asking you about the eligibility requirements for these certifications, but I think you've already touched upon it based on
Yeah,
the
there
number
is
of
no
experience.
specific eligibility to attend the course and take the exam and get yourself a discipline agilist.
Okay. Okay.
But the experience requirement comes into picture only if you want to upgrade yourself to either a discipline agile practitioner or a scrum master.
Right. Right. Okay. Great. How was your experience with the Scrum Master certification that you recently got?
Yeah, I mean, I have experience working in agile projects. So, yeah, I have more than 2 years of experience working in agile projects. So it was pretty easy for me. I
Okay.
mean, as I said in the introduction, they are not trying to introduce anything new. It is not a new methodology where you have to learn everything new. They are just trying to fill up the gaps part and try. And it is a toolkit. Like if you go through the choose your wow book, which is the prescribed book for this, and it is free for all PMI members. They can download the soft copy. And if you can, if you go through that, you can understand what I'm talking about. So it will list down various process blades and process goals. For each process goals, what are all the options available, and if you choose a one particular option, what are all the best practices that you can follow, and for each best practices, what are some of the risks involved, so, what might be some of the advantages or drawbacks. All these are listed. So it is like picking and choosing and creating it for you. So once you understand that that base, it is very easy to understand. So it is not uh, as complicated as some people are making it out to be. Maybe yes, if you don't have experience in agile projects, then yes, it may be slightly tougher for you. But otherwise, if you are experienced agile practitioner, then it is not.
And maybe
It's
because
very
it's
easy.
maybe because it's something new, that's why people want to know more of it, and that's why all this complexity around this. So you
Yeah. So
mentioned this book called Choose Your Wow. So is this safe to say that just like PMP has the PMBOK guide, Disciplined Agile has this book called Choose Your Wow?
yeah, we can say that.
And is
and
this
and and apart from that, there are in the if you go to pmi.org/discipline agile or discipline agile consortium, any websites, there are many other articles, various write-ups available, which
Mhm.
will help you to understand more than that. But the book is the choose your wow book only.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. All right. So earlier you also touched upon how people that are certified from PMI can only be the ones to provide training for this certification. So let's say if I want to be a disciplined agile certified professional today, how do I find the training for these certifications?
Go to pmi.org discipline agile. Under discipline agile certification, you have a link of find the training. So there are all the different trainers who are certified are available there. You can pick and choose whichever is suitable to you, the time zone that you are in. The cost factors. Cost is more or less same across all the trainers,
Mhm.
but still some of them might give you a discount and all that stuff. Yeah.
Okay,
So
great.
you can get the details from there.
Mhm. Okay, so my last question on this is, since we've talked about disciplined agile, since we've also touched upon how this has more to do with agile rather than SDLC, although it can be applicable there as well. Um, how different is disciplined agile from present agile related certifications that are available out there? Like PMI itself has its ACP, Agile Certified Practitioner, and then we have other certifications like CSM, Certified Scrum Master. How is disciplined agile different from these?
Yeah, I think I mentioned this earlier. This is one of the more comprehensive approach. Remember, I said it has life cycles, and it talks about initiation, construction, and then transition phase. All the other agile methodologies that are available today talks mostly only about the construction part, how you can build the values or how you can create value. However, this tries to address how you should start, how you should build, and then how you should transition to the value to the customer. So, in that aspect, this is different. And it tries to get all the best practices from all the agile methodologies available, and it tries to give you that in the construction part. So in that way it is a complete one.
Hmm.
All the other existing ones address only one part of it.
Right, right.
So that's how the difference comes into picture.
Superb, superb. So thank you so much, Prasanna, for taking out the time. These were some
No
of the
problem.
questions that our community members had. It was so good to
Sure.
have you here and answer these questions. Uh, if there are any other questions that people have, they can drop it in the comments. I'll try to bug Prasanna. I have him on my LinkedIn
Yeah,
now.
sure. Anytime. You are connected to me in LinkedIn, so yeah, we can.
Yeah, so I'll bug him if there are any other questions that you may have. Thanks again, Prasanna. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity, Shoaib. Have a nice day.